And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Coming up, Game 1 of the World Series on MLB The Show. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Chicago White Sox. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these guys are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway and getting the start for the White Sox, Tarik Skubal. What do you have on him, Chris?
He has great stuff, Boog, but what I love most is his drive. You know, when he takes the ball, he's going to give you everything he's got and try to pitch deep into the ball game. He's a true competitor, which makes it easy for his teammates to play hard for him. We're not going to see him take many pitches off. I can promise you that.
Here's the rookie right fielder, Luis Cervantes. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And 1 gone.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Digging in, Spencer Steer.
2-1.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
2 strikes.
Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Nobody left for Cincinnati. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. This is the World Series on the show. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field. And on the mound in this one, Hunter Green.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
We go to the bottom of the first. And now the right fielder, Dominic Fletcher.
The right fielder, Dominic.
Left-hand hitter waits. That one ripped. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Here is Yoan Moncada. That one ripped right center field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Throw comes in quickly as the lead runner at third gets the stop sign.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Luis Arraez stands in. And here it comes. Line drive. Drops into the glove. Both runners tagging. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in.
Luis Robert steps to the plate for the White Sox.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
And a pitch. Into center. Fairchild moving under this one. And he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they lead by 2.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job driving that run from third.
Here's Alex Verdugo.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head to the second on the south side. It's the White Sox 2 and the Reds nothing. And we're back. Second inning set to go. And now the first baseman, David Stafford.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. Double play ball to second. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Mitch Garver up to hit here. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful because he can hit it a long way. No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Out to center. Robert moves under it. Squeezes it. And that is that. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the White Sox 2 and the Reds nothing. Bottom of the inning. Here's the veteran first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
The first baseman, Andrew.
The line to kick the pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Dalton Varsho steps to the plate for the White Sox. As we kick off the World Series, it is hard not to think about Kirk Gibson's incredible walk-off homer against Dennis Eckersley in Game 1 back in 1988. An iconic moment in baseball history. Oh, right to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
A lot of great Game 1 moments, Boog. Alex Gordon's game-tying homer for the Royals in the bottom of the 9th in 2015 really sticks out for me. They went on to win that game in 14 innings.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in Game 1 of the World Series. Fly ball to right. Cervantes coming on. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And now the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. One out, and a runner at second here in Game 1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He's got it. And there are two down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Francisco Mejia.
Francisco Mejia coming up to hit. Two outs. To the right side, Stafford. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So one left for the White Sox, but they're on top 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Number 12. The wind and the pitch. Hard hit left side. Whips it across. And one away in the top of the third. Next for Cincinnati, Stuart Fairchild. One out, base is empty. That one finds the zone, and that's strike two.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And that one hammered. Robert going back on this one. And caught on the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. And 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're still down. It's 2-0. Here on the south side, now it's the right fielder, Dominic Fletcher. The 1-1. Bounced up the middle, and that chance handled. Fires to first on the run, and a quick out, number 1.
The batter, the third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
And now Yoan Moncada. Moncada puts a charge into one deep to right, way out of here. He'll touch them all, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Luis Arias steps to the plate for the White Sox. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Now it's the power speed combo. Luis Robert. And the righty deals. Rocketed out towards right center, and that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. 2 on, 1 out. Hit in the air, center field. Fairchild under it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
So first and second with 2 outs. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Next one misses. Ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple of runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. White Sox add 1 on the solo shot. It's now 3-0. You're watching the World Series on the show. Back here on the south side, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, TJ Friedl. 1-1 now. In the air, left field. Varsho on the move. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Spencer.
Now Spencer Steer.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
1 down, base is empty. And down on strikes he goes, and there's 2 away.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, David Stafford. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Slow to get out of the box, and he's tagged for the out. Game 1 of the World Series. Now the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. That one the other way. And there's a hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now it's going to be Colson Montgomery. Swung on, belted. Cook the extra bases. Around third. Now a relay to the plate. He's safe.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Francisco Mejia steps to the plate for the White Sox. Man at second. That one is absolutely belted. This looks like extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 5-0. And he's got a double.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Hunter Green won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Graham Ashcraft. He has a great slider with tons of movement. back to the top of the lineup. And now the right fielder, Dominic Fletcher. And a 1-1. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. A gigantic blast. And they add to their lead. It's 7-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Yoan Moncada with a chance to hit. Kicks and fires.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ashcraft. He's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. Ground ball up the middle, finds its way through, base hit.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
Now here is Luis Arias, and there's a hit. Just kind of slice that one into center. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Center fielder,
Luis Robert steps to the plate for the White Sox. Ground ball could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6 hole. Starts the double play. It's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
At the plate, Alex Verdugo. The pitch. And he grounds one back up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. See, fantastic effort, but that extends the inning. Two outs, runner at first. And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. And that one is out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 10-0. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or 2 without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sit down to the minor leagues. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Ian Gibaut.
Number 79, Ian Gibaut.
So up next for Chicago, Dalton Varsho. The wind of the pitch. That one hammered center field. Fairchild raging back towards the wall. And it is gone. They go back to back, and they add a run. It's 11-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Fairchild going back. Hauls it in on the warning track. Back at guaranteed rate field. We go to the top of the fifth. And the batter now, Ellie De La Cruz. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. Fastball inside just freezes the hitter. I don't think he was ready to pull the trigger. A lot of times hitters are looking away, and that one locked him up.
Here's the Reds catcher, Mitch Garver. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Here comes a pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The Reds with a lot of ground to make up. And we're at the top of the fifth. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Matt McClain. 2 down, nobody on. Lifted in the air down the left side. And it's just foul.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And now the lefty. And that one hit to first. He takes it on his own. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Reds go down quietly. They trail in this one 11-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And here is Francisco Mejia. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Fairchild ranging back, and it's off the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night. Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Fletcher.
Dominic Fletcher.
Man at second. Base hit center field. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great.
Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and he might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
So up next, Luis Arias. Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1. On to first in time. Double play.
That was a much needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
Here's the center fielder, Luis Robert. Fletcher at third with 2 away. Up the middle, McLean. Jump throw. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. 5 innings complete. It's the White Sox 12 and the Reds nothing. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, number 12.
Sal Stewart.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And he deals. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. In now for the Reds, Stuart Fairchild. 1 down, base is empty. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. And the pitch. Struck him out looking.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And there are not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. And now here is Luis Cervantes. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. 2 outs, base is empty. That one lifted to left. Varsho moving under it. Corrals it. And that's the 3rd out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the White Sox 12 and the Reds nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Alex Verdugo. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Sam Mole, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Meza getting loose as well. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. That's long gone. A monster shot to right. It's 13-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Well, you can see he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line. And
new pitcher for the Reds, Emilio Pagan.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And now Andrew Vaughn. And the pitch. Hit weakly on the ground. Over to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, left fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creep it into my mind right now.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Colton
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Colson Montgomery. The 1-1. Out towards right center field. Fairchild has a beat on it and makes the grab. And the inning is over. Back here on the south side, down the number 2 hitter, TJ Friedel.
It's no secret teams need strong starting pitching to win in the postseason. Your game 1 starter can set the tone for the series, and it feels like that's what's happening tonight. She really delivered for her team by going deep into this game. Well, these Reds just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today. Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
And now the DH, Spencer Steer. Fouls one off, 2-2. The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Comes the 2-2. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He's got it.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, David Stafford. The White Sox up big in this one here in the late stages of game 1. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Hauls it in for the out. That's out number 2. Ellie De La Cruz will hit next. Saying you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Varsho pulls it in on the run. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. The White Sox lead this one 13-0. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Francisco Mejia.
Francisco Mejia.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that one handled. Gets it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
The right fielder, number 7,
Dominic Fletcher getting ready to hit.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That's a laser base hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner around second. Not in time. He's safe.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Luis Arias steps to the plate for the White Sox. Lined into right. Cervantes snags it. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And the lead continues to grow. Luis Robert digs in now.
The center fielder, Luis Robert.
2 outs. Hit hard on the ground to short. They take the force out, and that'll do it. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. The White Sox lead it 14-0.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one out to right. Fletcher under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
The batter, number 9. Second base.
Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds.
McClain.
Right-hander kicks, deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The Reds with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. The wind of the pitch. Just missed.
It's a good take.
There's a line drive to left field. Varsho flashes the leather on the running catch. Now the third baseman. Two down, nobody on. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And the White Sox are out in front 14-0. Tim Meza on the pitch here.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
Here's the White Sox DH, Alex Verdugo. Well, it's pretty clear that he was frustrated, and even he admitted as much with his performance in their last series, but now a chance to hit the reset button.
That's one of the things he's going to have to get used to. Being the superstar player in this lineup, they are going to pitch you very tough, and you make the adjustment, you can have success. I think he'll have it in this one.
This ball's chopped on the ground, and that chance handled out on the underhand toss.
Now batting, first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. One down, base is empty. That's a hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Next offering is in for a strike. Line drive to short and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Montgomery.
And at first, now a chance for Colson Montgomery. On the ground. Oh, look at the stop. And very nicely done for the out. The White Sox leave one, but they're still on cruise control, 14-0. All set to start the ninth in this one, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Stuart Fairchild. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The punch out there, and a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Luis Cervantes, the next to hit for the Reds.
Luis Cervantes.
Here's a 1-1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Robert makes the play. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 29. TJ.
Reds down to their final out. Now the left fielder, TJ Friedel. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This could end it. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Righty delivers. Got him. And that is the ball game.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
14-zip at the end of this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.